York Giants. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards there and a first down. The Giants at 9-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Charles, already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just set up with a standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second and a couple, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Fourth down, Jones. The quick slant caught. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive. And
Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Up the middle with Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of 1st at the 32. Fourth down, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Lawrence Cager, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Barkley, inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. So he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. To think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line. Because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all the...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blocks.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. If there's one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Right back to Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run forward with Pollard, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
77 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a give up the middle. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.